For sure, for sure. And, I think that there sometimes there are a lot of stories that we tell ourselves about it. We often will say, "Oh, well, I don't want to behave in that nasty manner that other people do. I want to be above the fray." And so in our minds sometimes it's a matter of purity or moral rectitude, that like, oh well, I don't want to do what those people are doing because it is offensive to my values. And I think, of course, right, nobody wants to do things that are offensive to their values. However, what I have seen much more often is that people sometimes, subconsciously perhaps, but nonetheless, construct a straw man that they are opposing. And they look at the most egregious, most frankly ineffective forms of self promotion and say, well, I'm not going to be like that. Well, of course you shouldn't be like that, because that's not working. That's like, it's not only obnoxious, it is ineffective. And so I
Totally.
think that what we need to understand is that just like Michael Gerber talks about this very eloquently in the classic book The E-Myth Revisited. If you want to run a bakery, your job isn't just baking pies. That's half the job, but the other half the job is actually running the business and buying the flour and selling to customers and advertising so people know about it. And if you think you can get away with just doing half the work by like, well, I like to bake pies, well, then that is called a hobby. You have to do the other part too. And
Totally.
so I think for all of us as professionals, we have to realize it's not just if you're an entrepreneur and you own a bakery. The issue is that doing your job is half the battle, but making sure that other people understand what you are capable of, that is the other half the battle. It doesn't mean that you have to do it in some slimy way,
Yeah.
but it does mean that somehow we need to be deliberate about making sure that our message is getting across. Otherwise, you will be consistently underestimated for the rest of your life. And I don't think anyone wants that.
No, no, and I think that's really good about sort of being part of your community and seeing what you're doing, because I think that you managed to do that, but in a pleasant way. And I think that is really important, because I think you're obviously cognizant of the world and the way it is, and you have to be, quite tough sometimes if you're negotiating with clients or trying to get fees, whatever it is. Nobody's going to give you money, just because they like you. You have to sort of give a decent business case. So I think that, I totally agree with you, Dori, in that respect. And bravo for doing what you've done, because I think you have done it I'm not trying to be sycophantic here, but I think you've done it in a nice sort of way. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, anytime you can get the British seal of approval, it's like, whoa, a British person likes this. Well, damn, that's good. That's good. I know you guys have a high bar when it comes to issues of not being tacky in personal branding. So I appreciate the affirmation.
Thank you.